It's been so long since I did a live stream, I don't even know how to do it anymore. Okay, let me stop that there. Hey! What's up? I know my audio is working. So that's good. All right, let's get to work. Trying to see if I can get this thing to go. How do I reduce the volume on this thing? I think should be here. Maybe. Yes. Not us increasing it, so let's reduce it. Worked. Yes, stay at 0. All right. If you're listening to this recording, if I leave it up, this is really just a random live stream. I'm tired and my body hurts for reasons that I may or may not disclose. Healthy reasons, hopefully. But yeah, just want to come here for a bit, you know. Just sweet, it's playing. Wait, is it playing here? Yes. Cool. Let's get on with it. I like this title. Okay. think I'm going to start with the oldest first. Let's see the backlog. Comments from like 6 months. Every day I keep pushing. I'm going to respond to these comments at some point. And here we are with the backlog. Yeah. To take care of this today. Haha. My camera decides to kick me out of focus. Let's fix that. No, you're good. Guess it was my imagination. Oh man. Did we finally arrive at the end? Is this the end? Looks like it is. So my oldest comment is from 6 months ago. If I can finish the ones, let me see. I'll just keep going. I think I can knock these out today. I don't know. Let's see how many I can knock out. Wow, just two comments and I'm already yawning. Will I survive this? Oh man. Hey, if you're watching the stream, let me know because I can have fun by myself here. So just so that I don't make noise in your ears. If you just want to listen to the music and just enjoy, quietly, that's fine too. Because I see there are maybe it's just me, my brother, my sister. Anyway, give me to respond to comments. So let's respond to comments. This music is too upbeat. I don't like it. I need to change that. Let's find something more chill. Yes, I like this one. What? You left? Oh no. Oh yeah. Hey, hello. Just joined the stream. If you're watching a recording, I'm responding to comments. I'm responding to comments from my videos. I have this huge backlog of comments that I've not been able to catch up with, and right now I'm just feeling a little bit tired. So I'm just going to respond to comments for like an hour, and then yeah, I'll start writing some things down or taking some courses, something. But yeah, I it is Saturday. It's my first day off of the week. It's pretty good, you know. Hey, BK. I am I'm just responding to comments and hanging out. If anybody wants to talk about stuff or join me or anything, like it's really just a random stream. I haven't streamed in so long. I was trying to test my software to just see if it's still working, if my StreamYard is still working, and if everything is still working fine. So just put on some chill, lo-fi music, and I'm just reading the comments and responding to them. Sometimes I have to decide, like, oh, do I need to respond to this comment, or I just say like, oh, thank you. But I feel like if anybody takes the time to leave a comment on my videos, I just have to respond. So sometimes I'm just like, all right, how do I respond to this without being rude or just, yeah. How are you? What's up? What time is it where you are? What are you up to? Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. It's been a very interesting 2021. I've had to take some breaks from YouTube without even wanting to take breaks. But one thing is clear is that I actually do enjoy sharing ideas and talking with people online. So I'll definitely keep going, especially when I see comments like this. People take their time to watch the videos and then come and leave a comment. I cannot not respond. I don't think it's not respectful of people's time. So I have comments here from like 6 months ago, and I really want to, clear that out. At least let me try and respond to them. Sometimes people say some rude things, and then I just like, hey, thank you for the comment. And then sometimes like this one right now, I don't know how to respond to it because it's yeah, I don't want to write too much because I don't have time, and also because it's a one-way thing. You write words, somebody comes and reads the words, and then tells you something, and then Oh, nice! That is awesome. Sorry, I'm looking down because I have my stream on the tablet here, so I can check the comments. So yeah, that's why my head keeps going down all the time. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I'm in Colorado, so it's 5 o'clock where I am. 5:53. It's just evening. Still bright outside, as you can see. So yeah. So how are you enjoying the U.S.? And I mean, I'm sure you've seen the reactions I've done about Tikurusu, so that's probably where you found the video. And I think you've appeared on some of my streams before. It's been so long since I streamed, I've just forgotten a lot of things. But yeah. Like this comment is giving me a headache. Somebody is talking about it's actually one of the first videos about a lady who went to give her experience on Ethiopia. So there's a comment here that's bugging me. I don't want to just skip it because if I skip it, I'm not going to respond. So now I'm just thinking of how to respond it. You know what? I'll just take the middle ground because this is too complicated. Yeah, I think that works. Okay, Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed's open letter to President Biden. Let me check that out. Let me pull it up real quick. If it's something I can do, I try to steer clear from politics For some, I don't know. I just feel like I cannot. But then again, politics is part of the world. It's like somebody trying to not use money like ever. That's not how things work. You would have to use money to pay bills, to buy things. So not avoid money. Might as well learn how to use it. Same way you cannot avoid politics. Might as well learn how it works and see how you can understand it. So let's see. Mr. Ooh, Mr. Abi. Oh, speech. Let me see. Yeah, right. You can run away from politics all you want. It'll still come back to bite you. Whether you're an immigrant or there's a law for businesses. Politics is all around us. You just have to find what works and then stick with that. Let me see. President Abiy, Joe Biden. Let me see what happens. It's 1 week ago. Okay. All right. I mean, I live in the US. I think there's something that I should actually know. I don't know what it is. I'm going to add that to my I'm going to add it to playlist for reactions. I'm actually going to be reacting on sorry, I can't even speak English. I'm going to be recording some reactions after this. I started this at 5:30, so by 6:30 I'll check in with myself if I'm good to go. If not, then I'll just stop the live. And then I don't like this beat. It's too upbeat. I want chill, quiet music, something like this. Yes, this is good. It's very quiet. I don't want any high energy beats here today. All right, BK, thank you. Thank you for the recommendation. I'm going to add this. This was on the 18th. Let me see here. I'm going to add it. I have a backlog of so many videos, and I always try to react to videos that I can actually say something about. So because I'm not very knowledgeable about certain things, whether it's American economy or politics and Ethiopian economy or politics, sometimes I feel like I'm not that I feel like I know I'm not qualified to talk about these things, because as much as I like reactions, I want to get views and get subscribers. My main goal is really to provide perspective and change mindset. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to add it. I'll check it out. And yeah. Yes. Done. If you're not in politics, like being in the kitchen. Let me actually put your comment on my if you're not in politics, like being in the kitchen without a knife. I think that's a fair point. You have to use it. You have to cook. You cannot avoid it. So you might as well learn how to use it. So yeah, I'm just it's like one of those who just feel it feels icky. I know I have to learn more about it. I just don't feel like doing it. So it's just a feeling. It doesn't mean that I would not get into it. I will have to get into it somehow. If you think about it, the reason why you and I are in the US is because politics exists, because there are laws that allow people to do certain things or apply for certain privileges and stuff like that. So yeah, you can't run away from politics. So you might as well embrace it. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Let me respond to this one. Yeah. I think I'm doing some reading sessions on the channel. I've wanted to instead of creating another channel. But yeah, just one of those ideas. I want to just, weekly readings, read, study, and what was the name that I came up with? It was read, study, and learn with Kamga, where I just, stream live and just study some study sessions or something. But yeah. Nah. Let me first of all fix this channel. Let me clean my comments, make more videos, build a better community. I'm trying to create something new. If you don't have a good foundation, it's difficult to add a second story building, second roof on top of the one that's existing. So yeah. You know, yeah, works. I actually thought of creating this channel because I watch a lot of videos on YouTube. I watch a lot of Abba and Preach. I don't know if you know Abba and Preach. Maybe Abba is Ethiopian, or at least from Ethiopian origin. And whenever I watch those videos, I see the comment section and I'm laughing here by myself. I'm killing myself in stitches here. And I was thinking of doing so, or somebody just reading the comments under those videos and just laughing, because some people are very creative. They come to your comment section and man, I think more people should have YouTube channels, because I think there are people who are sitting with talent and they're not using it because they're just afraid of the camera or something. But, yeah. Let me put up here what you said. My dad used to say, "If you do what is easy, your life will be hard. So do the dance." Yeah, I saw in a Discord. There's a Discord in which I'm a part of. Somebody shared. It's something that it's a hard. So what? Hard times make strong men. Strong men make soft times. Tough times make soft men, and soft men make hard times. Something like that. It's like this cycle of life where if you don't choose the difficult things will end up choosing you. So yeah, right. My dad has been telling me to planify and work on things for a long time, and I'm finally catching up now in my 30s. The things I used to tell me since I was 15, 16. It's funny how time. It's funny now. He laughs at me all the time when. Sometimes I think of the lessons that my dad has been trying to teach me and how it's taken me so long. I'm wondering, like, when eventually, life happens, and I'll sit back and be like, oh, I wish I had learned this, or I wish I had done this. Just thinking about it just really making my eyes wet. Just thinking about the possibility that one day it's going to be in the past tense. Yeah. Such is life. Life. You do what you can. You adapt. You learn. You grow. That's why I love books. I feel like you can learn a lot by reading and just absorbing other people's knowledges. Is knowledge a word? Is it a plural of knowledge? What am I inventing words now? Wow. Okay. No, there's no such a thing as knowledges. Let me actually check. Is it a plural of knowledges? You have to get something you never had. You have to do something you never did. 100%. 100%. Something that's why I've not. I don't know if you noticed. Maybe people have. Maybe they haven't. But I've not been very consistent on YouTube, and I used to feel bad about it. But I've been taking care of other things offline. My health and some other stuff, private things, family matters, and things like that. So sometimes you have to just do the things that you have to do, and just take the consequences and roll with the punches. And 2021, if there's anything I learned from 2021, is that when you make your plan and you prepare for the plan to fail, and then now you're ready. Portugal, Africans, African American, blah blah blah. Otherwise, we don't have weight. What? Sometimes I read some of these comments and I don't understand what the people are saying, and I'm trying to understand so I can really say something, but then it's hard. I don't know what to tell this person now, so I'll just tell them thank you, and that's it. And remind me, the gist of the comment is that we're all the same, which I agree. So I'm going to agree with that. some politically correct answers. I'm so proud of myself how I'm able to say what I want to say and avoid trouble at the same time. At least in the comments. In real life, that's not how it works. Because if I was speaking now, I would have said 1,000 things. And then the last thing is the thing that I really wanted to say. So I'll just get confused in the process. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, BK. I actually had to delete all my video games on my computer. Can you believe it? Sometimes it's like what you just said about to get something you never had, you have to do something you've never done. I realized that I was taking, it's not like a lot of time. It's not like I was addicted to it. It's more of, I'll look at the time that I spend there and I'm thinking about all the videos that I could have recorded if I had converted this time to recording videos and how far that would have taken me towards my goals. And I'm like, nah, I can't keep putting all this time in these video games. Nope. That's not how I'm going to. I'm going to look back 5 years, even too much. 2 years back, and I was like, oh, what did you do with your time? Oh, I played and finished this video game. Okay. So, all right, I take that time and respond to comments. It's much more useful. I feel like this light is hurting my eyes, and I'm trying to. I might turn this light off. Let me see. Hey, we'll see. Okay. Some comments you just put a laughing emoji and you move on. There's nothing else to say. You just laugh and move on. That's life. You see? That's what I said. And people come out telling me that I was lying. Sometimes Nobody can misunderstand this thing. I don't want to be misunderstood. Oh. Hey, Dan. Welcome to the stream. Right now, I'm feeling tired, which is why I'm doing this. Like, I didn't want to stress myself out. So, full disclosure, I've been going to the gym a little bit more than previously. So, my body, I'm just starting all over. So, right now, even though I try to do 2 leg days, my arms still hurt from the other day, my arm and back. So, yeah, my body hurts a little bit. I'm a little bit sore. So, now I'm thinking of either taking tomorrow off or just doing just pushing through the pain to see how it happens. Because if you've tried to work out, you know that you can't wait for the pain to go away. You have to do what you have to do. So yeah, I'm doing all right. So mentally speaking, I'm great. Like, I'm feeling really good about things generally. Working on a lot of things offline. Took some time off YouTube to get things done. It wasn't really intentional. Like, oh, I'm taking time off. This is a particular time. It's more of, I started working on some things and I realized that I needed to shut a lot of things off, like video games, social media, YouTube, everything, to just achieve some goals, which I'm very, very close to achieving. And I'm very, very proud and happy about that. Thank God for it, because definitely is God's hand in this. There's no way that these things would have worked out without God. So I feel really good about it. Yeah. Yep. Just do what you have to do. Sorry, I'm looking down. I keep forgetting that I have this thing here. No worries. Just do what you have to do. Don't take a day off if you don't need to. Yeah, that's the thing. So I don't really want to take the day off. So I'll probably still go do some cardio and abs and then come back. Or maybe just, God, the funny thing is when I go to the gym, I get excited that I'm there. So I do all these things. When I'm not there, I'm always like, maybe I should go. But the moment I go there, I'm like, all right, I'm here. I might as well, make use of the equipment and everything. So yeah, I'll probably go tomorrow. So right now I'm also fasting intermittently. So my eating window just finished 2 hours ago. So I was so excited. Like, food tastes differently when you're fasting. But yeah, I'm good. How are you? How are you doing? How have you been? Welcome to the stream. I know it's weird. I'm just, by myself, not saying anything here. If you're just joining, I am responding to comments on the channel. I have a backlog of comments from like 6 months ago, which personally I feel like that's not good, So I've scrolled down to the bottom and I'm responding to the oldest comments and coming up to the newer ones, because I want to make sure that everybody who took a moment to watch a video and say something, I get to, read the comment, understand it, and respond. I think is the least I can do for you. Give me your time, so I'm working on that. Yeah. Dan responded. What is here? Doing well. I've been following your channel for a little over a month now. I like your content. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate it, man. It's personally, I don't even know what I'm doing on this channel. I think I know, but then sometimes I feel like I'm still trying to build something. I'm not even sure what it is. So I'm glad you found it around this period, because the time I took off recently, I got to really think about what I wanted to do for the long term, not just for the views and subscribers and things like that. So yeah, I am very confident that I have a better idea of what I want to do on the channel, which still includes reaction videos. Those are not going away. So I like those. I enjoy what I'm learning. I actually have to record a bunch of reaction videos today. But I'm looking at the big picture. I'm looking at the long term, and also how I want to tie my own personal life goals into the channel, because I think with social media, it's difficult to just separate yourself from these things. Like, at least for me, anyway. I find it difficult to pretend that I'm somebody else on YouTube, and then I leave YouTube and I have to become somebody else. And then when I'm on Twitter, I have to become somebody else. So I've been thinking about how to unify all that, so that, okay, if I'm using this platform for this particular goal, it's serving for this specific purpose within a bigger purpose. It makes sense to me in my head. I don't know if I'll be able to articulate this, but yeah. So it's good to know you're doing well. It's yeah. I have some really cool ideas for videos that I've been thinking about, writing some scripts and scratching off, but I'm excited. I think the future of the channel is going to be interesting. Yeah. Do you make videos yourself, Dan? Do you create content in any way? Like, do you write or something? Not that you have to. I'm just curious. Just want to know. When I look at the banner of the channel, I see the schedule I put out there. Weekly videos, Friday live streams at 9:30 a.m. Mountain Standard. I was so excited and I was so confident that I was going to do that. It's funny when I look back now at how things have changed. Like, my work schedule changed, and I'm currently in a transition. So much has changed since the time that I did it. It's really true when they say man proposes and God laughs. Like, you can plan all you want. God is just looking at you like, look at this one. Who do you think you are? Yeah. Oh, yeah, create content, flight simulation content, 5 years ahead of what my countrymen are interested in. Yeah. Let me check out your channel. Let me see if wait, how can I open this? Oh, I think I can open it. I'm so confused right now. I'm following the stream here, but I have the stream yet everything on this screen. So let me see. Flight simulator. I actually would like to fly a helicopter, which is not, a plane, but yeah. Let me check out what your channel is icon. I think I should be able to see it if I go to. What I'll do is that I'll mute my. Can I mute my Chrome? If I mute my Chrome, it's going to. Okay, so I'll mute this one. Yes. Oh, you don't create on this channel. All right. I was about to check on this channel to see what was happening there. No worries. But yeah, creating is not easy. But the fulfilling thing about creating, or at least what I've understood, is that it's the person you become when you create consistently that is more important than even what you create. Because as much as I would like to, let me just put it straight, as much as I like to make money with YouTube, I realize that it's the process of figuring out what you want to do on YouTube, the process of scheduling the videos, editing the videos, learning the skills, marketing the videos, designing banner. It's all those things that make you to become the kind of person who can make money. It's not necessarily the video content itself. And for me, it's been a very interesting process to think about and to go through all this thing where I see that, yeah, yeah, yeah. I think money is great. I love money and I would like to get more because then I can do whatever I want. And I realize that I don't know if it's as Africans or what, but we think about money a little bit differently from the way people see money. I don't think it's an African thing. I think it's like a human thing. We chase something so badly that we forget that the more we're chasing it, it's like a cat. You know, when you see a cat for the first time, cats usually, if you show, cats are not like dogs. A dog, you're like, hey, come here, and the dog is running towards you. At least, well, here in America anyway, because in Cameroon, you try that, dog is going to bite you. But you know, the general idea is that dogs want to be petted. They like to play. They're very jovial. Cats are usually the reverse. At least most cats, the way I see it. The more you show interest in them, the less they like you. I think that's the way money sometimes can be. Yeah. Let's see. I'm immortalizing myself in a way and trying to also inspire people from my background. If the money comes, then fine. But I'm not chasing money on YouTube. Yeah. You know, it's I've heard this thing from at least two different, I'll call them digital mentors, people that I'll probably never meet. But even today, I actually saw a reel from his name is Prince Donnell. He has a really cool, makes some videos. He's the CEO of Jumping Jack Taxes, and he was talking about how expensive passion is. Like, passion is expensive. People don't have the time or the money to follow their passions, which is, he was basically explaining that sometimes to do the things that you want to do, you might have to do things that you don't want to do. Like, that's the reason why I am getting to a point where I'm no longer calling myself a writer. Not because I don't like the idea, but I realize that I like to write. It's my passion, but it's not something that I want to tie to money necessarily. And it's also limiting me when I do that. So yeah. And I really wish you the best because it's not easy to be by yourself and come up with ideas and create. And yeah, it's a lot of process, a lot of small steps. But I know that you will get there because you're already halfway there. Most people think about ideas, they think about wanting to create things, but they never take that first step. It's there's just a sad truth. Like, most people want to do what you're doing somehow, you know, creating, making videos, writing articles, but they just never take the first step. Or, and even those who take the first step, you know, less than 80, I'm sure you know the Pareto principle, the 80-20 rule. Less than, what, 20% of people actually do the thing that leads to the 80% of the results. And the more time you spend in that space, more people drop out. That's why you have very few people who reap the benefits of creating, because they stood in there long enough to beat the odds. And that's what I noticed with this channel. This is my channel. I've wanted to give up so many times. Things have happened, and I've thought about, like, what am I even doing in my life? Why am I making videos? I should get a job or something. But you know what? Yeah. So far, so good. Yeah. Passion is expensive, takes time and money. Content is inspirational, was inspired. So I hope your channel grows so more. Thank you very much, Dan. I I know that I have it in me. Like, I'm not even trying to brag at this point. Like, I know that I have a lot more to offer. The difficulty is really transmitting that knowledge to making the actual video, writing the actual article. So I'm glad to be able to have created something that you thought was useful. I think the internet has changed so many things. Like, God, I'm sitting here in my house, I'm able to talk with you. I mean, it's not really a conversation, but we're able to communicate somehow. So yeah, it's yeah. I got into a rut because I did reaction videos and they seemed to work, and I was thinking, oh, do I just do reaction videos now for the rest of my life on this channel? And for a couple of months, it bothered me because as much as the reaction videos were working, and if you think about YouTube as a business, like, of course, just make reaction videos. Everybody likes it, just do it. But then I was like, but that's not all I want to do. I have so much more different things that I want to try. Like, I felt boxed. Like, oh, now I have to do just reaction videos. But after some thinking, reflection, you know, praying, meditating over it, I'm like, actually no, I can do whatever I want. I don't have to be stuck. So And also stop feeling bad about not putting videos, which is also one thing as you're creating. Sometimes you have to just take your time off. Yeah. I would love to see your channel, Dan. If you can send me a link somehow, whether it's Instagram or somewhere, it's the same name. You can find me anywhere with this name. So feel free if you want to. If you're still working on it, you don't want me to have a look, that's fine. Like sometimes I have projects that I just don't want anybody to see until when I'm ready to show them. So some of these comments just made me laugh. Like, oh man. How long have you been creating, Dan? Is this a new channel or you've been doing it for a while? YouTube is trying to tell me. Oh. All right, cool. Let me check that real quick. Decimal 237 CRJ. I don't know why when I saw CRJ, I thought of Cristiano Ronaldo. Seven CRJ. Ooh. Oh, it's a plane. CRJ is a plane. I see. $36. Let me see here. 6 days ago. Check us out. This is definitely very niche. You've been doing a lot of work. It's like a year ago. Keep going, man. This is really cool. Like for me, effort counts. Yeah, thank you for the compliment. Like something happens when you go into the rabbit hole of learning and improving. Even you, I think I'm sure there's scientific evidence for this. I don't know. I say I'm sure, and then next thing is I don't know. Sometimes I confuse myself. But when you spend so much time working on anything, two things will happen. You're either going to find out the limitations of a thing, or you're going to learn so much that you'll be very different from the person you were when you started. And what I'm seeing here is that people are watching these videos. Let me see. Let me check about Flight Simulation Hub. Share the passion for aviation. You have to. This is an educational channel. Here's what I think. I've never watched any of the videos, but I think I don't know if there's audio there. Look at me. I'm getting excited for you. For why am I even doing this? Let me see. Oh, this is cool. You know what I think you should do? I'm looking at this one. I'm looking at the MSFS 2020 Lagos Yaoundé Ibom Air Approach and Landing Simalen. This is cool. I mean, like you say, you're not doing YouTube for the money, so my head is already thinking about the business side of things. So forget about what I said. Just keep doing what you're doing. Been for over a year now. Follow most channels that are educational. Yours is one of them, even though it's not fly related. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah. I think I follow about 800 channels on YouTube. You know the way YouTube works, you don't really see everything that you're following. But a lot of channels that I follow a lot of comedy channels like Caleb, RDC World. Like I use YouTube as entertainment. YouTube is my own TV. Let me see. I did start flying sim a year ago though. I've been flying simming for 10 years. Whoa! Then you have not only do you have the experience, the knowledge, and it's a niche skill. If you ever want to do YouTube for money, I mean, when I put it that way, it sounds very sleazy, but if you ever want to talk about how you can improve maybe the content to make it more appealing to people, send me a message. I'm more than happy to talk with you about things. Yeah. So yeah, I think what you're doing is really cool. I have the only interest I have. I want to fly a helicopter, but just getting a new subscriber, by the way. But yeah, I think education is the way, because I'm not entertaining. It's one thing I realized. Like, you can either be very funny, like Caleb and RDC. I know you just said that you know them. You can either be a funny person, or a very smart person. But when you're both, that's where the money, that's where a lot of things happen. So I think, looking at the channel from my small experience with YouTubing, I'm not sitting here and thinking I'm the expert of YouTube, but it's clear that you're passionate about it. You've put in the work, and the fact that you've had 10 years of experience already shows me that if you can break down your knowledge and make playlists, because I think instead of making very long videos, because I see some short videos as well, which I don't know, maybe there's a reason why some are shorter than others. I don't yet know. I haven't gone into the content. So a lot of what I'm saying is just from first impression. So please take everything I'm saying with like a big bucket of salt. But I think thumbnails, something that people want to click on. What else? I think thumbnails first should be something they start working on improving, because right now Seaplanes, he doesn't really tell me much. It's like, am I going to learn something? Am I going to experience something? Am I going to go through something? So I would recommend, YouTube. Roberto Blake, I'm sure you know Roberto Blake, has done a lot of videos about how to make better thumbnails. There's also Catherine Manning, lots of videos about thumbnails. I'm sure there are lots of videos about thumbnails on YouTube. But I do think that if you improve your thumbnails and your titles, you could improve the chance of people who are looking for this kind of content to click on yours. So if somebody's searching, for example, for the MSFS 2020, they might follow on, because I see like 1, 2, 3, your last 3 videos are on that particular plane. So I would recommend, if you could make it, I want to say entertaining, make it interesting for somebody who is looking for it. So basically put yourself in the mind of the person. If somebody was trying to do a flight simulator, like, what would they be looking for? Is it how to, for example, a random one would be how to set up a flight simulator. For you, probably like, oh yeah, anybody can do it. But I'm sure there are people who would probably come to YouTube and want to watch a tutorial of download this here or buy the application here. Click here to set up this. If you want this, you do that. So I think treating your channel as a place where people who are interested in flight and flight simulation come and learn, like changing even your banner should have learn how to do flight simulations with me or something. Just thinking about the visual aspect of things could brand the channel for people to know what they're looking for and how to get it. So I think people are interested in it. I mean, there's so many niches on the internet. I'm frankly surprised that it exists, but then I don't know what I don't know. So yeah. I'll share my thoughts. And yeah, RDC World, Caleb, I love those guys. It's this other guy, Lenar. I'm sure you know Lenar Young. Lenar is for of all this is Lenar. There is it Griffey? No, I don't. On the skill, yeah, those guys, I love watching them. It's very nice. Some people want to see very short stuff, and others want to learn from the videos. It's a work on the thumbnails and titles. Yeah, you're 100% right. Oh, thank you. I've watched so many YouTube tutorials to the point where when I watch my own videos, I know, I'm like, this video is not going to work out. And I don't mind because I'm like, I don't want to put the effort to do it. But yeah, I think you have something there that you enjoy doing. If you've been doing it for a year without getting any, let's say, YouTube traction. But I think if you make a couple of tweaks and start looking at it as, okay, who am I talking to? What are their pain points? How can I fix it for them as fast as possible without any fluff? Then you're going to get it. I think that's the way to go. Think of the people who are watching your videos. Think of what they want. Because take, for example, my reaction videos, I realized that people didn't want to hear my opinion a lot as much as I thought. Or at least in the beginning. When the video is starting, they want to just get straight to it or at least see what is in the video. Because I noticed my retention graph, people will leave after 30 seconds. I'm like, why are they leaving? I realized that most of those videos is when I would talk like, hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm sorry I've not been here for 2 years. My dog died. And people are like, we don't need this. We came here for the reaction. What is wrong with you? So yeah, things like that. Observing your videos and picking up those things can really give you an idea of what to improve, what to work on. So yeah, I'm happy to see that. It's I'll be watching. I'll just turn on my notifications now. Whenever you post a video, I'm going to be seeing it. Who knows? Maybe I might learn some flight terminology. It's always nice to learn new things. Yeah, this is so cool. Having this knowledge is dope. Yeah. Let me see if I can respond to some more. Oh, 6:30, and I'm still feeling great. All right, let's keep going. I think I'll stop at 7 o'clock. Yes. So that I'll still have some energy to record some reaction videos because I would like to record some reaction videos today. What's crazy is that my retention is really high. It's really confusing to know what to put out there, but I will try new things like you suggested. If your retention is high, then the question is, how are they finding you? Are they finding you through search? Are these the same people coming back and watching the videos? Because that now will dictate the directions you take. If they're finding you through search, it means that you have to probably, what would you do? You might want to, do you have, pop-ups like subscribe to the channel or something? Do you actually ask them to subscribe? Or do you have a playlist that people can watch over and over? Because if you have a good retention rate, because usually people struggle with retention, they struggle with watch hours, no subscribers. Because if you have watch hours, it means people are enjoying the content. So more people, so it's just a matter of time. When you struggle with retention, it's like, okay, your content is not good enough for people to stay. So you have 3 times the problems. So in this case, if you have good retention, then the question should be, why didn't you have more subscribers if the channel has been there for a year? And I'm curious to know. Yeah, I'm just saying all these things without even having a look at your analytics, because sometimes the thing can be staring at you and you don't know because you're not seeing where it's coming from. But I do think that if you have good retention, then you should be working on getting people to subscribe to the channel. So maybe it's the frequency, maybe they don't know what's coming next, maybe they don't know when there's going to be a next video, things like that. So I would recommend adding maybe a subscribe to the channel button, or ask at the end, or put your card for them to subscribe, or the next video. Or when you have a playlist, when you plan, if you plan your videos out and you have like 4 videos about the same plane, you can basically tell them, this is a 4-part series, to see the next video and to make sure that you'll be there when it pops up. You can subscribe to the channel. So sometimes you have to ask, because it's not everybody on YouTube is that intuitive. So yeah. I took a break in summer of last year and also part of the summer. Breaks are very necessary. I think personally I've taken a break from YouTube more times than I can count at this point. I just take random breaks. There's this guy, I've forgotten his name. He has like 2 channels with about 1 million subscribers each. He does commentary videos. So young dude. I like the way he speaks. He's very articulate, very intelligent. He has glasses. Cannot think of his name. But one of his trademarks on his channel is that you never know when he's going to post a video. And I read some of his Reddit posts about YouTube and the way he grew on the channel, and I realized you have to take care of your mental health. So if you need to take 2 months to make a video that will be very good, take the 2 months and do it. And then it depends on the individual, because sometimes you want to grow fast, which means you have to churn out much content very fast. But yeah, I really believe in like taking the breaks when you need it. If you're into video games, stream your games. I actually deleted all my games because it was taking too long. It was taking too much time. And so I stream on Twitch instead, because for some reason, I think StreamYard has a harder time working for my streams on YouTube. I don't know, maybe it's just my personal. I feel like it just takes too much of my processor speed to have StreamYard, the game, and then streaming. So I just put that on the side. And my goal now is to just get to first. I mean, I'm very close to 5,000 subscribers. I thought I would get to 5,000 by the end of July. And now that I'm thinking about it, I was like, wow, Kamga, who do you think you are? But also, I'm not putting as many videos as I could. So yeah, I don't think I'll be streaming games for now, because I have a different direction for the channel as a whole. What's that? Umbrella. I was like, do I have a ghost in this house? Yeah, I think I've made it worse. It took me it took me 1 hour to notice that there was something. I've not streamed in such a long time that I don't even know how to prepare my environment. What's your Twitch? Twitch is where online gaming stream is. Yes. My Twitch is Paul's Kid. Let me just write it here. That's what I've decided to just separate that part of my life and just make it individual. So I have about 45 followers there, but I noticed that I was spreading myself too thin. So I just put that on the side for now. Personality type, at least from what I've understood, is I thrive in chaos, but anything that is worth doing requires a form of order. So I've had to infuse order in my life and force at least some areas like, all right, yes, this is chaos. This is great. You're enjoying this chaos, but this small part has to be orderly. Like, for example, I'll make a list of my day, like what I want to do for the day, but then I'll choose to do it randomly because I still have to have some chaos, but there is overall order in it. So when it came to streaming on YouTube and all that stuff, I was like, nah, I need to sort out my YouTube first. And I cannot do YouTube and Twitch, at least not with the way things have been for me in terms of work. My work schedule will not allow me to really plan things very well, but that will be changing very soon. So we'll see how things go. So this is my, if you search that on Twitch, you'll find me. That's my Twitch. I haven't streamed in a while, so it's not going to be there. But I used to play Roll Company with my friends. We still have our Discord. And what? I tried playing Apex. Not doing very good at that. You know. But when I start streaming again, I'll probably stream on YouTube. I might do a different channel. It's just something that I'm choosing to not think about it because my priority is really getting this channel to a place where I feel comfortable that the people who are coming to the channel know what they should expect, whether it's in terms of content or personality or even at least frequency. If it's once a month, let it be once a month, not just, hey, Kamga is off. When is he back? I don't know. So yeah, we'll see. These flies are courageous in this country. Just show up there and they just walk around you like you don't care about anything. La vie. Anything worth doing requires order. Oh yeah. Yeah, I've been listening to a lot of Jordan Peterson these days. Well, not a lot. 12 Rules of Life, and his ideology about chaos and order and is it consciousness? I'm wrapping my head around it because books have always helped me, but I think I've gotten to a level now where if I was like Goku, this is when I'm learning about Super Saiyan for the first time. Where I thought I was good at something, but now I'm realizing I thought books were great. But I'm realizing if you actually tap into the power of books, you can become even smarter and improve your life even faster. So I'm at that stage now. So yeah, I think we need order. I work 10-hour days, but I plan everything. I stream twice a week and record videos 3 times a week. You can do both. It just requires a lot of planning. Yes. I cannot even say no. Like, my biggest issue personally has been to be able to create a sense of order in my life because I mean, there was a time when I dived so much into personality tests and reading, like according to my Myers-Briggs profile, I'm an INFP, and we tend to not like to do things because we feel like doing them, not because they have to be done. So if I don't feel like doing something, I'm less likely to do it, which is not a very stable way to build a life. It doesn't make sense. So I have to override that system, or at least find ways around it, or at least make myself feel like doing it. So So sometimes what I do is that I allow myself to be chaotic in some things just so that I can have a reason to be like, all right, Kamga, you've not done all these things, so now you get to do this one thing. For example, I was supposed to cook today. I took out the broth from the freezer, but I got to a point I was like, yeah, I don't feel like cooking. So what I had to do is I had to pick something else on the list and do. So I had to pick responding to comments, which I've barely done. But the reason why I kept talking about like I have 1 more hour is like at the end of this, I will have to film reaction videos that I already know the videos I want to film. So I'm learning really hard now to be able to create order, because without order, nothing happens. Like, yeah. You're a natural creator. You can do both. Anyway, it's up to you. Yeah. I have to do both. Not because, it's not because you're saying it. It's more of when I look at 5, 10 years down the road, if I keep doing the same thing that I'm doing now, it's inevitable that I'll be either in a worst case scenario, in a worse situation than now. Like at best it'll be the same thing, which is not what I want. At worst, it'll be worse than this. So if I don't want to change that, yeah, then it's up to me. It's really up to me. So, but yeah, I'm excited about the future. I'm excited in a cool, just knowing that like I get to wake up when I want. I wake up early. I do the things I want to do. I journal. There's so many things that I do now offline that I've always wanted to do that I'm getting to a habit of doing. I'm really excited about how those things are coming into place. Yeah. 10-hour days. How many days a week do you work? Because yeah, that should be, I hope it's 4. Is it more than 4? It's getting dark outside. Let me see if I can. I thought this 400 was going to work, but let me increase the light here just in case. 400 should be okay now. 500? That works. Yeah, that works. Let's go before she comes. Yeah, I'll just do that. Work 4 days a week and I get 3 off. On my off days, I try to do to a city in a state that I've not been to every other week. That way I can do my video and stream. Oh yeah, that's cool. So right now I work remotely, but I'm not able to move because of some IP issues. But that might be changing soon. Don't want to let the cat out of the bag yet. But yeah, I haven't been able to travel as much as I want. I do have 3 days off as well for now because of the way the team is set up, so I'm able to actually take 3 days off. But yeah. Do you feature on other channels? No. Let me see. I think I have. I don't think I've taken YouTube seriously. Like, to be frank, I don't think I've taken YouTube as seriously as I could, because I am generally very scattered in my head. I love ideas. I like playing with ideas and put things out. When it comes to work, like I can build a structure around work because it's very independent. Excuse me. I can separate myself from it. But when it comes to YouTube, I just feel like this child with toys. I could play with this, and then I'll start playing. I'm like, nah, I want to play with this one, and I'm like, nah. So I I used to, because that has changed, because now I know what I want to do on the channel, at least get an idea what I want to do. I used to worry about what to do, what not to do, what kind of video should I make, should I do unboxings and things like that. But now, after thinking and spending some time in thought, I have a good idea of what that's going to be. So I'm going to be changing not a lot of things, mostly the branding, the messaging, and also the frequency of the content. And I'm going to be doing a lot of things tying in YouTube and Instagram and all the new tools like the Reels and even TikTok. So it's still work in progress. I mean, it's because you're here that I'm saying these things. It's still something that I'm working on. And because I have some updates, like offline, like live updates happening in October, it might take a while for me to get there since I have to start sorting some things out. So yeah, I'm not particularly looking forward to being featured on our channels because I still feel like I don't have much to offer. I know it's not the case. I understand that I'm creating value. It's more like I'm not in a position where I think I can add value to somebody's channel in a way that is sustainable. Because, for example, if I feature on somebody's channel and the people like me and they show up to my channel and they see like, but this guy hasn't posted in 2 weeks. What's up? That would not be nice, you know? So, yeah. Thanks, Dan. It's Dan. As I was telling my friend Emma yesterday, I don't know why people are subscribing to the channel. Like, I haven't posted in 2 weeks. Why are they subscribed to the channel? He was like, "What do you think? You think people, new people show up every day?" And it genuinely surprises me because I think when somebody clicks on that subscribe button, it's a vote of confidence, and I don't take it lightly. So when I don't keep my end of the bargain, I expect people to be like, "Kamga, you know what? I'm done with you. I'm done with you. I'm out." But also part of me is like, hey, people have lives. They have many channels that they can watch. And also you're figuring things out. So calm down, relax. So yeah, thank you. This is really nice. I mean, I was procrastinating by making this live, and then now we've had this one-way conversation that makes me feel very happy to be able to work on these things and come back to the channel. So thank you, Dan. I really appreciate it. You have a lot to offer. Trust me, you're smart, you present your ideas well, and you're passionate. You're doing well. Don't let metrics tell you otherwise. Thank you. Yeah. It's something that some days this song reminded me of one of the first songs that I used when I subscribed to my music bed subscription. Like a long time ago, I started making videos. Anyway, but yeah, it's right. Metrics are not the way to move forward. It's just, it's one of those things because it's harder when you know exactly what you have to do and you know that you're not doing it. When you're making videos and nobody's subscribing, nobody's watching, you're like, why is this not working? What is wrong with this fly? What did I do to deserve this? Huh? Jesus. When you make videos and then people don't subscribe, they don't watch it. Oh, what am I doing wrong? Should I improve the content? What do I need to do? But when you make the videos and they're working, and then you don't make the videos for other reasons that are not technical, it's for me anyway, it's much more painful at that point because you know exactly what you have to do and you know that you're not doing it. So not only are you not doing the things that you're supposed to be doing, but you know that you're not doing it. So it's like yeah. Somebody send this fly to my village people. Metrics are for performance, but they shouldn't define your self-worth. Yes. Oh, no, I do not. The reason why I was able to leave YouTube and then just disappear for a while and not feel bad about it is because I reached a point where I was like, Kamga, the things you have to take care of. These people on the internet, they love you, but if you die today, they will cry and they'll move on. I mean, that sounds very dark, but it's some things are more important than others. That's just life. Like if I disappear from YouTube, but I'm keeping in touch with my family and friends, I'm going to be good. Like I think that I've gotten to the place in my life where I like YouTube, I like creating, I understand the value of creating, but I'm not going to kill myself, right? Yeah. So yeah, I'm excited though. Like for example, I didn't want to leave the cat out of the bag. I finished reading a book a couple of days ago. And so I have my notepad to actually do some notes about this book. And I'm so excited about this book because it's going to get me into what the. This is not a regular fly. This is a mutated fly. This fly is from Avengers. This is Ant-Man. If I become a target. But anyway, what was I even talking about? I've forgotten. I think I was talking about YouTube and the plants. Yes, I was talking about this book. And why there's some kind of content, actually two kinds of content I wanted to talk about, but I never found the best way to transition it into my regular content, whether it's book reviews or just, rants. But I found a perfect book that I'm very, very excited about because I know that the value this book is going to provide. I'm going to turn on my fan and see what happened if this thing flies away. Let me see. Find out if this will not bother you. I feel like more people from our background in general should be exposed to more ideas that are not the norm. It happens through reading and exposure to content that is not necessarily comedic. Yes. Then, is this normal? Like, how courageous are these flies? And it's one. It's not like a group of them. They had the meeting and then they were like, oh, yeah, let's go bug this human being. And he cannot do anything because we're so fast. This is not a regular fly. I feel like more people from our background in general should be exposed to more ideas that are not the norm. It happens through reading, exposure, and content that is not necessarily comedic. Yeah. I watch RDC, I watch Caleb, I watch all these people, and they're great. Like, I enjoy them for the comedic reasons. But the thing that I learned the most from, not comedy. The only comedian that educates me, at least to my best of my, actually, there are two of them now I think about it, is Trevor Noah and Dave Chappelle. And I think, I would not even consider Patrice O'Neal a comedian. It's more like a grandmaster. So I do think there's a lot. You're right. And the internet allows us to be able to do that. And I have accepted, finally, that my sense of humor is not one I should try to, quote unquote, develop. I have things that I find funny, but I'm not particularly funny, and I cannot use comedy to make anything. So let me just focus on my strengths and educate, Yep. Yeah. These flies. I should edit this video and just have the part where I'm fighting with the flies and put some metal music in the background, like some Avenged Sevenfold or something. You can watch RDC and Caleb because you live in a place that has a lot of other content you can learn from. Yeah. Oh, that's true. I actually watch them to relax. Like, I watch them to just take my mind off things, just chill. And it's 1 minute, 2 minutes. I can laugh and then move on. It's literally commercial break. And but we need more content that builds people, that gives them perspective. Yeah, it's something that I've been thinking a lot about, because I think people are stuck in a particular mindset because they don't have access to information or ideas that could show them, hey, yeah, you've been thinking about this thing in one particular way. Have you tried thinking about it in this other way? Kids back home don't have the access to information we have here, and that's a whole generation wasted. Yeah. It's something that I think about, and I keep saying, I feel like, the internet has changed things. The internet has changed. Can somebody give me a hack on how to destroy this fly without dying? Anyway, yeah, it's hey, impressive IQ. Do you have an impressive IQ? This is impressive to have an impressive IQ. All right, that's dope. That's confidence. I need a drop of that confidence in my life, and I'll be gone. Yeah, then I think this stream will actually go longer than I thought. I'm actually enjoying this. It's I feel like when I was in Cameroon, I used to read a lot, and I did not read, to prove a point. It was like I just like books. I mean, I am introverted, at least on the scale. I'm much more towards the introvert version of things at my baseline. But I've worked to realize that it's not so much about personality. It's like skills and abilities and knowing yourself and adapting to the situation, which I could make videos on that whole thing. But in the US, you have public libraries that are free. Like when I moved here 2 years, 3 years ago, it blew my mind. I could go somewhere, show my ID, and then get a card, and I can borrow books, I can listen to audiobooks for free, I can educate myself for free. So yeah, when you say that, it's a whole generation that I hope, I'm just praying that the internet would democratize education and people will start using it more. Things like Coursera and I want to say Skillshare, but then you have to pay for it. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you're right. Content that gives perspective is really of the instance lately. Yeah, that's why I love, of all the, I'm putting this in quote because I don't think they'll consider themselves this kind of content. Of all the red pill content that is on the internet, Abba and Preach are my favorite because of the way that they speak, and also because they don't consider themselves red pilled in any way. Like they just speak from a place of authenticity and credibility. I like when I watch them. It's like listening to two bros who are just chatting, and sometimes they disagree, sometimes they agree. They have different perspectives. They're getting you're taking part in the conversation, and you come out of it thinking like, I used to think this way, but maybe I should be thinking this way. It can be dangerous when you easily flip your mind and change your mind about things. I think it can go to the extreme where you have a perspective and somebody, you just keep changing perspectives over and over. But I think we need to be able to get ideas that allow us to make more informed decisions and think about things harder. Trust me, you already have that level of confidence. Hey, thank you. I've worked very hard for it, so I'm glad you recognized it. I never used to be this way or even speak on the camera like this, so thank you. Public libraries are free. Internet library is free. You can't be ignorant in the West unless you're willfully ignorant. Yeah. It's one of those things, especially when you move from Cameroon and then you move to you come to the US, you can see how different it is because people who are here don't see it. It's like, case in point, I know you just mentioned about Bridget. Before I read the comment, they made a video, and I think it was April, about anime. There was this thing about white people saying that anime is based on Western ideals. That's why the characters have big eyes and they look different. And the whole point of the video was that the context matters. Like if you are in the US, the way you think about, for example, child labor. In Cameroon, you have kids who go to the market and carry big bags of things to help their parents. And for us, it's like, oh, you're being a great kid. You're doing a good job. You're helping out in the family. But in the US, no, you're supposed to be playing with kids. So depending on the context, when you move to a country like the US and you're like, wait, I can go and read these books and take them out for free, and I can come back and give them and take another one, and I don't have to pay anything. What? Yeah. Watch Abba and Preach. It's good commentary. You should consider doing it too. I think Abba and Preach works precisely because it's two of them. There was one video where they were talking about Abba should teach Preach. Abba is the gifted one. And I was like, watching those two, it's because of that friction that the content is the way it is. Preach is more serious about certain things. He has his own values, his own things that he believes in, things, even the way he speaks, like his own set of values and history, very different from Abba. They agree on a lot of things, but the way they express themselves and the way they interact and the way they disagree, it's what makes, and also the way they agree, because these guys have some awesome inside jokes. I'm going to do some things, Dan. I think you're going to like where this channel is going to go. It might not happen in 2021 just because of other things that are happening in my life, so I have to adjust. Q4 is going to be very heavy on me when it comes to work, so I might not be able to do that. But yeah, it's I don't want to say too much, but I love what they're doing. I actually have a reaction video that I did to Abba and Preach. I recorded it and I kept it before the whole fresh and what's it called? Those people thing happened, and I was like, oh, if I put this video now, everybody's going to say Kamga trying to take advantage of this, and I don't like that, so I just kept it. But I might still put it out. I don't know. But right now, I have 2 book reviews that are more than a year old, and those are the videos that I really want to do. I have some reaction videos. There's one particular video that I'm going to be recording today in when I end this stream in 23 minutes. Yeah. There's one particular video that was done by Better Be Cameroon. I've seen the video around the internet. I've seen some really cool comments about the video. I haven't watched it yet. I didn't want to watch it. Now, I know there are people who watch videos and then rewatch it to react. I find it difficult to react to a video that I've already watched. That's just me. I have a very hard time. Yeah. I have a very hard time to pretend like, oh, I'm surprised now because I'm watching it for the first time. Yay, but I'm not. This file is going to break my neck. You know what? It's going to be worth it. I only follow good stuff. Sorry. Like I said, I follow only good content that I can learn from, and you're one of them. I'm looking forward to your stuff. Thank you, man. Thank you. I have an educational appeal. I like to learn things. I'm currently teaching myself a couple of skills that maybe I'm just biting too much. But I love that feeling of not knowing something, reading about it, and then you know a lot more about it. Like I'm reading this book. It's one I started today. Finite and Infinite Games. See, Finite and Infinite Games: A Vision of Life as Play and Possibility by James P. Cars. So when I was listening to Naval Ravikant, you probably know him. He kept talking about, stop playing these games, talk about infinite and finite games. And I saw, when I heard the concept the first time, I was like, oh, that's a pretty cool concept. What is that? And then I saw the book, and the reviews are terrible. Terrible. People hate this book. People are saying, oh, it's the same thing over and over. It's crap. It's like a thesis. And the person... Then I started reading the book, and I was expecting to hate it. But yo, I am enjoying the life out of this book. Like, I'm having a blast, because it's a difficult concept, and I don't want to try to explain it now because I'm still learning the ideas. But it's I like the feeling of not knowing, and then which sometimes can be dangerous, because it means that I'm less risk prone. What's the word? Risk averse. Like I take more risks than the average person. Maybe that's why I want to build a business. So I think I don't mind failing on a scale that allows me to keep going. But yeah, all this to say that thank you. Thank you. I know that there's so much content on the internet, so many things, so many ways to get it done. Yeah. If they have an audiobook, I would like to listen to it. There should be an audiobook of this book. Because I looked on let me check on Audible. If it is on Audible, it should be an audiobook. I cannot switch to my VPN now to do the things that that we can do. So yeah. Let me see. It should be on Audible. I saw it on Audible, which means I should be available somewhere. Yeah. You mean quick summary story, or you okay? I'll just wait for you to type, because I'm gonna try to read too much into the lines. Hey, looks like we have a new member of the stream watching. Welcome. I am doing I'm supposed to be responding to comments here, but I've been having a great time talking with Dan and Impressive IQ. And yeah, BK was here. Is here? Probably still here. Quick story. I was looking for Cameroonian content creators and I was trying to get someone with insight that is smart. I found your channel and about 2 others. I know there are more, but I am impressed. Thank you. Thank you very much. I think there are more. I just feel like, now this is very subjective. This is extremely subjective. So take what I'm about to say with not just a bucket of salt, but like a mukutabak of salt. I think Cameroonian content creators don't know how to brand themselves for the things that they really want to do. And that's a broad statement. What I mean is, I know there are people who are interested in doing things like podcasts, YouTube, writing, whatever, but they don't want to learn how to do the things that they have to do. And I'm even including myself in this space because with the amount of time I've spent on the internet, I should have been, as I'm saying here, I'm thinking about it like, Kamga, whose timeline are you on? But I feel like if I'd actually taken, let me say, a course and followed the steps and actually followed the instructions, I should have been ahead. And I could blame, life, things happening and stuff. But I just think that Cameroonian creators don't want to learn the basics of what is needed to achieve success on the internet. I mean, like the basics, not even the advanced stuff about branding and logos and contracts and business plans. Like the basics, like, can I even say? Speaking on a camera, being consistent, having a schedule, telling a story, understanding your audience. Maybe that's a little bit advanced. Marketing yourself, leveraging the platforms. That's what I think. And I think it's because of ego. I think it's because of pride. I think all or most Cameroonians have this level of pride. Like, who do you think you are to teach me anything? So I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But the way I feel like when I react, there's for example, one Cameroonian creator, YouTuber that I would really, I mean, she's a solo content creator. If I had to call any other channel, it would be Displore because my friend Emma started it. So I feel very proud of that particular channel. But Mutombo Daily, I don't know if you know her, Dan, but I love her content and we're good friends and I like what she's doing. And she's the kind of creator that I'm proud to watch because she is not just about the quality of the content in terms of the content. It's also about the visual representation, the editing, the style, the music. So, yeah. Yeah, but a lot of them come up comedic to me and I'm not really drawn to that. I follow a Cameroonian who is building a school in Cameroon and her content is great. Who could that be? I'd like to see what she's doing. Yeah, I don't feel like. Now I'm going to say this thing, going to stay on the internet and somebody's going to quote me in the future. Yeah, I think we try to be funny when we could just be educating people and sharing our stories. Let me share Mutombo's channel. I like her content. She just moved back. Oh wow. Dang, this is sorry. I just saw. So quick story. There is another YouTuber that I really enjoy who is in the red pill space. MTR. MTR just put up a piece of content with some really, really serious news a couple of hours ago. We knew about it in the Discord yesterday. And man, just think about it. I really have to create more content. This is a work. Let me back up a little bit. So MTR, mediocre tutorial and reviews. I don't know if you know him, Dan. Yeah, MTR had and I just saw Abba and Preach. They've made a reaction to the video. Well, not a reaction. They've made a title that just tells me it's about his video that he just put up because about cancer. So yeah, I just saw that. Man, it's a small place. The world is very small these days. Let me send you Mutombo's videos so you can check her out. So Abba and Preach doing that. That's really nice what they did. It's really, really cool. Shows when you create content that adds value to people's lives, like you said earlier, Dan, you immortalize yourself on the internet. You can make content that your kids grandkids, your ancestors, yeah, like. So that is Mutombo's channel. Link you can, if you search or if you click there, you'll go there directly. So this is what, if you search that, you will find her on YouTube. There's so many things that I want to share on YouTube that I'm not yet in a place to share, that I'm not going to share anytime soon. But life. Did I just lose three subscribers? Oh no. It's getting close to the end. I love Mutamo's content. She just came back from South Africa and she made a video where she was yeah, it looks vloggy. It's one of the few Cameroonian vloggers that I actually watch, because I mean, I'm sure I have a feeling that you probably watch, like a lot of American vloggers, if you watch any vlogs. I don't particularly enjoy vlogs unless I know the person. Like, I can watch Cody Warner's vlogs. I used to watch Peter McKinnon's vlogs, but I outgrew them. So, but her vlogs, sometimes I go back and watch them, and I think they're pretty cool. I think she's doing a pretty good job, and I like the kind of content she's doing, because also it's not funny, it's not comedic, it's actually serious. Whether it's immigration, education, life in South Africa, life as an adult, things like that. So it's not, you don't expect to see like jokes and stuff. So yeah, I'm going to record a couple of reactions today, post them this coming week, and then, man, October is going to be heavy. I think I might make the announcement on the channel. I'm not sure. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. But yeah. Au revoir. This is the other creator I watch that I subscribe to at the same time as you. See, it's I don't know if I should be happy or sad because there is Chimex does. Yeah, let me share a link from MTR's channel. Chimex, out with Chimex, I think he's getting on the direction of things. I find it difficult to commend Cameroonian creators because I have a certain standard that very few people can meet. So rather than just recommending people that are sort of there, I just don't. Which I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but yeah. I think MTR is going to get like 500 subs just 6 hours ago. He posted this. Yeah. I'll just send you the link to his channel and then you check out the videos. Yeah. Dope. He's a dope creator, man. If there's like, I love his content. I mean, his Discord with the Patreon, I pay for it every month and I'm very, very happy to be there. I learned so much. They do like, the shared tutorial, not even tutorial, like we have live chat about things like money, men chat Monday, world chat Wednesday. He has guests coming to the Discord to talk about relationships and things. He's providing a lot of value and he's building a very strong community of men and women who want to grow and become better spouses, better partners, better people as a whole. And yeah, he's a cool dude. Here's a link. Yeah. Creating takes time and effort and love. You have to love to create. You can't do these things without, and you have to be obsessed. I think you need to have a certain level of obsession to do the things that we do. I I used to feel bad about it, but now I'm actually embracing it. Like the other day, what was I doing? I have pens everywhere in my house. I went to Walmart. I got a pack of pens because I realized that my biggest issue is that when I have an idea and I don't have something to write on, I start getting very anxious. And if I don't write it, I will forget it and I'll spend the whole day thinking about it. So I was like, I'm going to solve this problem. I'm literally going to buy a box of pen and then spread out pens all over this house. If I need a pen, I should be able to just find another pen. Like, I don't want to. This is another. I don't want to. I don't want to be in a place where I need a pen. I don't have it. Yeah. Yeah. MTR found out a couple of days ago that he had cancer. And it's one of those things that give you perspective. Perspective. That's actually one of my catchwords. You see, then you're probably one of the first people to find out about this, but I'm leaning a lot more towards that version of the channel. Perspective. Mindset and perspective, or creativity and perspective. One of those two. Because a lot of what I do, even when I do my reaction videos, I'm trying to understand, analyze, and provide perspective. And that's what I think we need in life. Sometimes you might be in a position that you don't like, in a job that you don't like, in a relationship that you don't like, or you might be in one that you really enjoy, but you don't see how somebody can be in a place where they don't feel the same way like you. They don't appreciate the same things that you appreciate. And if you get to see their side of things, then you can even be more grateful for what you have and understand their frustration. So yeah, that's what the channel is going to be gearing towards. So whether it's reaction videos, essays, reviews, that is the underlying theme. Yeah. So that banner that you see is going to go away. A lot of things are going to go away. Even my I guess even my energy is going to be different. But we'll see. I don't want to predict the future. I don't think anybody can predict the future. But we can try. Yeah. Even the books that used to be there, I was looking at the video that day, I was like, yeah, it just makes the whole place stuffy. I'll just clear it out. So I took off all the books that used to be on the shelf there and put them in the shelf where they rightfully belong. Right? Yeah, I feel very good about that because it's broad enough for me to do whatever I want, but it's niche enough for me to make every video with a purpose. So I win both ways. I can talk about anything, but it has to be about this thing. Thank you. Yeah, I thought of moving my tables a little bit because one of my personal hacks when I'm confused or trying to think about things is that I do dishes, I clean. It helps me. So organizing things in the physical world sometimes helps me organize things in the mental, in my head. So I've been stuck a little bit with certain things, and I was thinking of changing the setup. So now that you said that, I might not change it. I'll just let it be the way it is. Right now, it's working. So if it's not broken, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Thank you. I miss streaming. Honestly, I really did. Now that I think about it, I was like, I miss just having this one-way conversation. Let me see. I responded. How many comments did I actually respond to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. You know, it's more than 0. So this is a success. You should stream. It's a fun way to meet people too. Yeah, I agree, 100%. I think a lot about the people who are subscribed, and then also what they're going to get out of a stream. Like, for example, this stream is very random. If somebody's watching this recording, it'll be like, what is going on here? Like the first part of the stream, he's just looking at the screen, he's saying nothing, and then the end of the stream, he's talking all over the place, and he's very happy about what's happening. So, yeah, I think I'll probably stream a lot more because it's I just need to have a reason or something that helps somebody who is watching the video. Because I don't just want to do it for selfish reasons, like, oh, I want to stream, so I stream. It's more of, what do I have to say that will add value to somebody's life? If I don't think I have something to say that will add value to somebody's life, I don't see the point. But now the catch is, I don't know if what I have to say is going to add value to somebody's life until when I say it. So it's like catch 22. Do I sit here and decide what is valuable, or do I just say what I believe in and then somebody else can decide that is valuable? I don't know. So we'll see. Who decides that something is valuable? Is it the person who is creating it or the person who is receiving it? Or is it both? Or is it none? Are some things inherently valuable and some things aren't? Those are the kind of questions that I just bounce around in my head, and I don't even need to find an answer. I'm just happy to just throw them around there and just see. But I know some people don't like it. Some people like the certainty of knowing. But I'm fine with not knowing. But I'm going to stream. I already have the gear anyway. And I got I don't know if you saw the last video I posted. I got a second camera, so I don't have to remove this camera from here unless I want to do some specific kinds of shots. So it will constantly be there. I can always just turn it on and stream. Yeah. Do you think of having a target for your content? The reason I ask is, how do you avoid being another creator in a space that is already occupied by highly followed creators already? That is a very good question. It's something I think about on a regular basis. I think the beautiful thing about being a content creator is that you can find your niche and find your audience the more you create. Because what I've noticed, this stream might go longer, and I'll be more than happy to stay longer with you, Dan, because I like this conversation. I'm sure you know Gary Vaynerchuk. Gary Vaynerchuk, people will talk about the quality versus quantity argument. He used to say something, I don't know if it's him or somebody else, quantity leads to quality. Like, if you put out a lot of content, you put out a lot of things on the internet, you find out what people like by looking at the analytics, by looking at the reactions, by seeing, are people talking about these things? Are they reacting to it? Are they watching it? Like retention and all those things. The tools on the internet give you the ability to be able to see what is working and what isn't working. So when it comes to having a target, when you're starting, it depends. Like most things, it depends. If you're a business owner and you have a very specific goal with your channel, you want to create a place where people who buy your products can come and learn how to use it. It's a very specific audience. You know exactly what you're doing. You create a user manual. You have how to open the thing, how to use the thing, best practices. You have a playlist, and every day you do Q&As. You answer questions like, oh, what happens if this happens? What happens if what does not happen? So you come already knowing what you want to do. Now, when you're like us and you don't even know what you want to do, the best way to know what you want to do is to do everything and then see A, what works with people, and then B, what you like, and find that space between what everybody is enjoying, what you actually enjoy. And if you go further, if you think of the Ikigai principle, what are people enjoying? What do I like making? What are people willing to pay for me to make? I think another one is also what is helping people. When you find that space where you're able to do all those things, where you're serving people, you're enjoying the process of serving people. Oh, I'll have to take this call eventually. I'll call you back, Asanga. Sorry, buddy. You're serving people, you're enjoying the process of serving people, and then you're getting money out of it. That's perfect. So having a target for your audience depends on what kind of content creator you are. Are you somebody who knows exactly what you're doing, or are you trying to figure it out? Because depending on which path, now it depends. So if you're like us, you don't know what you want to do everything, see how it happens. Just get into the place of becoming a good video editor, a good public speaker, a good idea generator person. As you're making those things, the niche will bubble up. Like people will tell you, hey, Kamga, like for example, you told me just today, you have a good setup, your content is educational. There are a couple of things that you've said that is because I put out all this content that you can tell me, you can give me this feedback that I can use to now refine my niche or refine what I'm creating, refine who I'm creating for. So the way you avoid being another creator in this space is by being yourself. I know that's very trite and very like, the secret of happiness is to just be happy. It's the more you find out your version of creation, which is just you, the more you stand out. So basically, you create your niche when you spend more time creating as authentically as possible that adds value to people and also, adds value to you. So there's no simple way to answer this question. Just keep making stuff. I don't think I think people become similar when they try to copy other people. And also, what I've noticed is that I will need to take out this rant and make a video on its own and share on my channel. I think it's a cool rant. People spend too much time watching creators who are like them, so their brains gravitate towards them. If I spend my whole day watching Abba and Preach, MTR, Kevin Samuel, like if I watch all these people, the day I sit here and I want to talk about, hey, let's talk about relationships, a lot of the things I'm going to say will be either direct or indirect quotes from these people. Whereas if I actually sat and thought about, what in my life have I learned from my marriage, from my divorce, from my relationships, what have I learned that I think is very important to share? If I sit and think that way and come out and share it, it might have some themes that are similar to what these other people are sharing. But because it's coming from a place of my truth, it's so uniquely me that even if it's a space that is saturated, such as relationships and red pill content, I still stand out because, it's my truth. All this to say that it's not easy. Yeah, that'd be great. I mean, for the streaming, I guess, I think that was the case. Yeah, quantity leads to quality. It works, especially in the beginning, but after a while, if you make a lot of videos and you're making all these videos and then your quality is not improving, you're not getting better at making the videos, you're not then something's wrong. This works great at the beginning of your journey as a creator. You make more videos, you learn faster, you find out what people want, you find out what you enjoy making, you find out what is valuable. Then you get to the intermediate stage where you're not very strategic. You're like, okay, this video will take me a week. You know now how long it takes for you to make a video. You know the kind of videos people like, you know the kind of videos, you know your strengths. So you're not making things from a perspective of, this is what I'm good at. This is what people want. And not just what people want because you're feeding the beast of the internet. It's you providing value because people are enjoying it. And you're there to serve, to give them what will actually be useful to them, which is what they want. Dan says, so basically do everything and see what works. Yeah, it narrows your focus. I find it exhausting, to be honest, but sorry, I'm reading. Basically, do everything and see what works. Yes, it narrows your focus. I find it exhausting, to be honest, but if that's what it takes, then that's the route to go, I guess. Yeah, sometimes you have to do the things I don't want to do so you can get to do the things that you want to do. Life. Hey, Cuts and Wings, welcome to the stream. What are you doing up? Okay, I want to say up late, but it's not late. It's still early, quote unquote, early evening for you. No two stories are the same. Yeah. No two stories are the same. And I think what happens is that people hear stories and then they identify with the stories so much that they end up repeating those stories instead of just telling their own version of the story. And so it's, as a creator or a content creator or a maker, you need to get to a point where you consciously avoid consuming other people's content because we cannot help it. When you hear a story, if you hear a good joke and you like telling jokes, you're going to steal the joke. You can't avoid stealing the joke, especially when you know that nobody else has heard it. We like that social, I think is it social proof? I forgot the term. It's one of those, something influenced by Robert Cialdini. There's one of those factors. I think it's social proof. I'm not sure. Because you want people to, like your role in the group, to feel like you're useful. So what happens is you start telling stories consciously or unconsciously. You repeat jokes, you repeat stories. So if you're not careful about the kind of content that you're consuming, you end up just making the same thing, and then you'll be surprised, like, why am I not growing? Well, because you're doing the same things that people who have already grown are doing. So you can learn, okay, what are they doing? How's that working? If you can learn about the basics, understanding maybe their delivery, maybe the way they interact with the content, maybe the way they deliver and things like that. But Watching too many people, you end up just being like them. It's like it's like the whole driving thing. Um, when you're driving, I think I've read this and heard it somewhere, and I think I've experienced it myself. If you want to avoid something, don't look at where it is. The example was used for driving, it was used for skiing. I've forgotten where this is. Like, this is exactly what happens. You hear a story, you forget who told the story, and you tell it as if it was yours. Like what I'm about to tell you right now, I know 100% that I'm not, the idea is not from me. So it's about skiing. People who ski down, ice skiing, and is it ice skiing? And they say the people who the skiers who are very good, they don't think don't hit the trees, don't hit the trees. What they think is follow the trail, follow the trail. Because if you think don't hit the trees, I think somebody said the brain does not understand not or don't. So whatever it is that you say or you're thinking, you're going to attract it. With driving, when you look at the place, your car, you would consciously or unconsciously start moving towards the direction. With content creation, if you keep watching people who are in your space and watching all these YouTubers who are talking about how to be good at YouTube, you're going to end up exactly like them. So it's not like you will stop watching them today, but you have to be careful and be very intentional about picking and choosing the lessons that you can apply to your own content. But I feel like more of the time should be spent creating your own, or at least curating it. End of rant. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Wow, I've been streaming for 2 hours. I think it's the longest stream I've done in a while. Thank you, Dan. You triggered all this. Like, this is one of my strengths is ideas for me bubble up when I'm engaged with questions. Like when I have good questions or things that get me to think, I can pull from all these places in my head. When I just sit by myself and I think about my ideas and just sit there and go through things, it never happens the way that I'm thinking about it. So yeah. More people should listen to what you just said. Quality content. Thank you. Thank you. I think I'm going to snip this, like, cut it into pieces and then post it on Instagram or make some reels or something. I should start what's it called? Multi-purposing my content. That's another area that I've not been doing very well, because rather than trying to create original content for each platform, you can take the same content and just make it work for the other platforms. So yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks, Dan. I'm going to be ending the stream about now. I'm glad you guys keep saying you guys. I'm just banding everybody as guys. I don't like the phrase, and I don't like that I'm using it that easily. I'm so glad you plural were able to be here. BK was the first here to keep me company, and then Dan, we've had a really really nice chat, and I think now I'm going to do more live streams. Looking forward to talking with you, because I really really very engaging and very very awesome chat. I really appreciate the questions and the feedback. Impressive IQ, dropped some knowledge and then disappeared. You know. In cuts and wings. Grace, thank you for watching the stream. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, thanks. I might stream randomly. I cannot tell you like, oh yeah, every Friday at this time. I'm not going to fool myself anymore. I'll just stream when I can, and then yeah, it's going to be there. I saw what you did with the words in the end. Yes, sir. Or ma'am. Wait, I keep saying yes, sir, all the time, but I don't know. So please, if you're not a sir, it's not intentional. I'm not being sexist. This is 2021. I don't want to get canceled. All right. All right. yes, I'm going to end on this note, and I am looking forward to more streams. I love this interaction, and I don't want to go, but I have to go, so I'll just end it